Alright, the Celtics came in with a smart defensive game plan and assigned Jalen onto Luka, but more importantly, they assigned Jason onto the Mavs bigs. Not only does this hide Al, but it also nullifies the Mavs P&Rs because of the switch, and that takes away the Mavs' main source of offense. Without that roll threat, Luka or Kai can't force the Celtics bigs into playing too off a screen for a bucket or lob, and even worse, it takes away their wings' corner spot-ups. A lot of their looks are from Luka touching paint or forcing that low rotation into tagging their bigs on the roll for a spray out, but now they're forced to be the screeners, and they're just not comfortable in that role. All they're getting out of that are pops from the top or wings, but the Celtics will live with them shooting under 30% from those areas, and their entire offense just got reduced to ISOs for their stars, with the Celtics loading up the gaps at times. It's not the worst considering Kai just missed a lot of his usual looks, but it still got way too stagnant, and without a mixed attack, there was just never a chance for them to ever establish a rhythm. But a lot of that was the Celtics defense, and Kristaps' paint presence setting the tone early by taking away anything easy inside. He's been their anchor all year, so that wasn't a surprise, but neither was what he did on the other end, and once he got on a heater, his shot making started a momentum avalanche. That just opened up the floodgates for the others, but that all starts with their offensive game plan of mismatch hunting and them playing inside out to establish a rhythm first. Once they got away from it, that's when they ran into problems, and they still have this tendency of getting way too three-ball happy. But at least they learned the difference between settling from deep and generating rhythm trays by putting the opponents in a scramble, so they've gotten good at course correcting this playoffs. Jalen just went back to what was working, started touching paint to get their offense going again, while getting blocks on the other end, and that just shifted the momentum back in their favor. The fourth didn't even matter, and I didn't expect garbage time in the finals, but as I've said before, there's no hiding for Luka or Kai. The Celtics are going to constantly bring them two into the action with no bigs behind them at times, so they're going to be forced to man up, and between that, combined with them having to generate all of their offense, that's a lot of energy being expended. In order to conserve that, the Mavs need to play the same game and get Luka in the post, or just find PJ every time if the Celtics are going to assign Derek onto him to hide their bigs. Just watch the tape.